So, somebody named the arm bar that you worked on. Raise your hand. Arm bar.
We worked on Tiger Lock.
Tiger lock. All right. Tiger lock, I have to immobilize just above the elbow by encircling, entangling here. Notice if I do it here, I don't have a whole lot. I want to have it down here, right? Now, I can hold on here, but I've got to get my foot in position so that I can get to this. Shoulder, grip, now, lean, okay? If I'm here, hurts a little bit. If I'm here, nothing, okay? Does that make sense? So again, where we are on the arm matters a whole lot. How we enter into this, remember, if I'm down here, low, I go to entangle, he bridges, right? And I just lost my opportunity. Now I'm fighting to stay on top. To stay on top, let's immobilize this arm, right? If I get this, this becomes easy. If I don't get that, I'm just gonna dig in here and get close and then entangle here. And I like to put my head on the ground and grab my uniform so that I've got him, right? Hand on the shoulder, right? Now I could just do this, which gives him some pain, but I'm gonna straighten my back, use my back muscles. Tiger lock. Questions? Does it make sense? If you don't have it tight, you take away the space, they can't escape. You give them space, they're going to escape every time. Next technique. Raise your hand if you did a different arm lock. Americana. All right. I love Americana, but most people can escape it because we don't immobilize properly, right? So again, I'm here. If his hands come up, no problem. I start giving him some pain here. I push, and then I rotate, and I press. If he stays tight, like I did last time, I'm just gonna elbow and wrist push, and I'm just gonna use my weight and smash it to the ground. Elbow goes in his ear. Now, once I get here, he can still grab his hand. If he can get it, pull it over top of his head, right? And then he pulls it to his chest, and I really don't have it, okay? And I can try to force it back over here. He's gonna resist me, and I'm not gonna have anything, right? So when I get here, I ground this, and I hold this, and I start pulling down. Now he reaches to get it, and I've got it stuck, right? Now, I rotate the wrist away, pull this down, and then I should have it. The closer I get this to his body, the more it hurts. Does that make sense? Right? If it's here, you can really move a lot. I can still get it, but there's a lot more pumping water going on. Y'all know what I mean when I say pumping water? You're doing a whole bunch of this and ain't nothing happening. All right? If y'all never pumped water out of the ground, go find an old house and pump some water. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right. Americana is good if we can immobilize. If you have some difficulty and you get to here, you can kick over and slide down this way, and it's a little bit easier because now I'm in a different position, got my knee out of the way, and I can really crank it from side control. All right, next. All right, Waki Gatame. I've already got this, that's pretty good. I just want this part of the bone, the inside of the arm, on my neck. That seems pretty simple. Then I want to grab the elbow and I want to rotate the arm if I can and lift him up. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Once I get him in position, if I've got him pinned against my chest, I can't, my chest is in the way. It's not going to work. I make a little bit of space. I kick my hips out. I make gable grip. Then I start milking this tricep, right? Make sense? Now, I'm pinning here, and I'm pinning here, and I'm pinning here, and I'm holding him with my legs. There's not a good bridge from your side, so him trying to bridge is going to be difficult, right? Oh, good job. I slipped right off of there. Good job. All right. Let me switch feet and see if that helps a little bit. All right. He tries to bridge. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Hey, if it's legit and it's on tape, it's legit, right? I just got to make an adjustment, right? And now for that, he's getting wet willy. Oh. All right? Good job, sir. All right. Guys, we have to be humble sometimes and we get rolled. That happens. Okay, what's next? Kimura lock. Get up top. Same thing. If I can get this arm this way, right? I start pushing, he's gonna want it to bend. It's uncomfortable to be locked. I push, he wants it to bend. Now, get in position, I hold. I'm not out of the woods yet. I can't just crank from here very easily. A lot of people try it. I'd like to set him up. I'm still, watch, I can still pump water with this thing. It's not gonna do a whole lot. The elbow needs to be in line with the shoulder in this position. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna walk up towards his head. Now, I got him. Notice how a little bit of motion here moves around a lot. Here, crank towards, elbow towards the shoulder. I take out all of the flexibility, right? By the way, since he dogged me on the last one, if he decides to roll me on this one, he tries to bridge and I do fall, no problem. I can definitely do this one from the guard, okay? Thank you, sir. What else? Was there another arm lock? Okay. Good, good, good. All right. Back down. Let's talk about some chokes. We can only take another minute or two on the mount, but you guys should know these chokes. Here's the cool thing. If I start looking for an arm and he goes to resist, right? Maybe he gets gable grip so that I can't do this. All I got to do is drop down and do this and grab the lapel, right? He now has to start defending, or I just start granting him some pain, right? I'm not even choking him. I just push this down across the neck. It's uncomfortable. If he holds the hands, I just drop down here and I've got paper cutter, okay? If he tries to fight the grip, no problem, right? I start pushing, I lift, and I make arm bar. You see how I set this up? Okay? Now, notice that his body is mostly off the ground. If I'm here, I don't have him. Or I've got an inferior technique at best. Okay? So, I go for Americana. Right? He pulls it over his head. No problem. I duck this under, and I've got Ezekiel Choke. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
The arm lock sets up the choke. You guys looking at me like you've never seen that before. James like, yeah, I don't think I've seen that before. Kate's like, I saw that. All right. By the way, notice when my knee is up, turn a little sideways. Notice that when my knee is up, and I go for Kimura, what's the defense for Kimura? Grab something, right? The best he can do is grab my pant leg. That's what he's got for his whole defense, right? I still got Kimura right there. But I'm gonna go ahead and press that to the ground and I'm not gonna let him grab anything, right? Then I'm gonna lift him up, whichever way is most comfortable, straighten that arm, and go for this. However, in the event that he does grab, maybe he's got his own uniform, maybe he's a little bit deeper, right? He's got this hand completely it is completely busy, right? Here's a paper cutter right here, right? If I want to, right? I can make punch choke here, okay? Probably can't make punch choke here, I'm at a bad angle, that's the one I wanted, but this one's right there. And by the way, if he holds that position, and I can't get to it, and he holds it forever, no problem. I can do anything I want. I'm now controlling him.
Oh my goodness.
Right? And now, I've got him. You see how I just used a little leverage to break his grip? Right? Okay? This hurts, but twisting this also hurts. Okay? But anyways, use your arm locks to set up your chokes. Quickly. All right. I saw a great MMA fight, professional MMA fight, on one championship. And most of the time, the guy that had the guy's back crossed his legs. We all know what happens if you do this, right?
Yes.
If you make this mistake, who doesn't know? All right, John, fair enough, John Brandon. All Caleb has to do, I'm trying to control him. I might even trying to choke him. All he does is takes his right leg and crosses it over my leg, Then he takes his left leg and makes a lock over his left leg. Now, don't gank my ankles up. He leans back hard, holds onto my arm so I can't choke him, leans back hard, and then he straightens his legs and he cranks my ankles, okay? So that's an easy one. You can make a mistake, lose the position, and now you're in jeopardy. I'm fixing to choke the piss out of him if I'm here. Or even if he can grab that foot, I'm going to say, you can do it that way. Try to cross grab. There you go. Grab that one. There you go. Now, I can't escape that easily. If he can get his foot up there, he's already owned me, right? It's going to be back. Now, it's only going to work one time, and then people will never, ever do that again. When you crank their feet, I don't care if he escapes, I'm not crossing my legs. This is different. This is a body lock. All right? Different. Okay, let's talk about the top position. I want to finish this fight. Okay? Lots of ways I can do that. He's not going to just let me. He's going to have his arms up. He's going to be protecting his neck. He's going to tuck his chin, right? Now, if I can dig one hand in, I'm going to ultimately get to the choke. But he's not going to let me do it. He's just going to keep fighting me, right? And then I'll switch. I'll do something else. And he's going to defend against this side. What I like to do is I want to use my chokes to set up arm locks, and arm locks to set up chokes. So I do this. He goes into turtle. He starts defending, right? I get my hand out. I start digging, and then I start to clear, right? Clear a little bit. All right, let's clear this one, right? Let's clear this one, right? And there we go. This is what I wanted. Okay, so I've got one hand trapped, and I've got one hand. He can still defend, right? It'd be hard for me to choke him from here. All I want to do is clear this off, and I start grinding under his neck, and then I grab this lapel, and I've got sliding lapel choke. This one pulls, all right? Yeah, I'm not even cutting him yet, but this one pulls all the slack out, and this one cuts. Okay? Sorry, bud.
It's okay.
Make sense? All right, let's talk about this grinding effect. I get one hand set, and he's still holding it, and he's got his chin tucked down, right? I start trying to clear, right? Now I'm looking for a grip. If I do this, he might still get me there, so let's just do one leg, right? He's holding on with one hand for dear life, right? Again, you can only do that if it's your son, all right? Don't do that in class. All right, so anyways, I'm here. Now I can start pulling here, taking out the slack, and I start grinding until I get under his chin. Chin is in, right? Deep grip. It's going to be uncomfortable on his chin. I'm going to start grinding his chin until I'm here. Okay? By the way, if you don't like this particular choke, I'm under his chin. What should I just do? Rear naked choke, right? Try to break this hand down and get to that position. All right? I'll show you the arm lock that goes after it. Go! I'm trying everything I can. I went from this position. He starts defending, right? I got my hand free. I start digging, right? I start clearing this out of the way. And all I want is this. He's still defending, right? And I'm trying to clear, and I do get this, right? Trying to avoid getting ankle locked. I'm gonna leave this in this position. And I just can't get it. I've been trying everything I can. I'm just going to lift my hand. He's got this. I'm just gonna lift this and switch. Right? He's gonna try to defend that. That's what I want. I got this. Around his head, I got single wing choke or palm to head, arm bar. Cool? So again, I got time, right? Especially if I get that arm immobilized. Start here. This is baby arms. See his little baby arms? Right? He knows he's in trouble. His hands are going to come up by his face. Right? I'm going to start to dig. All right? I didn't get very far, but I got in, and I'm going to start pushing this away if I get this, right? And now, he's just really, I'm having difficulty clearing this hand. No problem. Lift my wrist. That makes the space, and I grab the other one. He's worried that now I'm going to choke him. He puts all his effort into this hand. All I got to do is get under the elbow, and I start pulling up. Here is single wing choke. Let's say that he's super strong, good lats, all right? He's holding on to that. right? All I gotta do is get this hand here. Because I've already got this. I'm crossing my ankles like a fool, but that's okay, right? This goes here. This foot goes where the hand is. And then I've got this arm lock. Cool? Do it. Go do it. I want to show you the value of trapping this arm. He's going to be behind me, and he's got Mike from behind. All right. In order for Brent to make any kind of, go ahead and start in that position. In order for him to make any kind of choke, he's really got to work my hands free. All right? Brent, start digging. Make a choke, man. Make a choke. All right, now, let's say, for example, that he gets the arm free. Go ahead and get that arm out of there, from underneath my armpit. All right, now, he starts clearing. He starts pushing this arm off. All right, he gets that arm up. If he gets this, he's got half the fight. Let's say, for example, that he's making for he's trying to clear, and he just can't get this arm off. All right, now he's never getting it off. I've got my own lapel, right? He's gonna work all day. All right, you're never gonna get it, not in a million years. Now he goes back to clearing. He clears this, clears it. If that doesn't work, he switches grip. Lift this wrist up, make space, stick your other hand under there. Now use this hand and clear. Get this hand out of the way. All right, now I'm like, oh crap. All right, now I'm still holding. He starts trying to get my hand off. If he can't, all he's got to do is underhook that elbow. Make armbar. Now, I got this as hard as I can. All he's got to do is use his foot and kick me off. All right, pull hard. And now he's able to use his leg strength versus my arm strength. You guys see how valuable it is to trap that first arm so that you're really able to clear that second arm? One more time. Remember that in super slow motion, right? He's digging, super slow. And I'm steadily trying to defend the best way that I can. He starts digging some more, get his arm out. All right, he starts clearing. All right, and I'm thinking, let's trap this, let's get out. All right, this isn't too bad, I can do this. And then I'm gonna start hugging his feet, right? So it's hard for him to reach me. And I'm gonna ball up if I can. He's gonna be here all day. Does it make sense? So again, once he gets this hand set, that's what he wants, set this hand, right? He wants to escape that hand, because I'm trapping it. He escapes that hand, he starts clearing, right? Yep, push that one off. I'm gonna try to do this. He's gotta get that hand back out. Oh, all right, I'm gonna give it to him. He's got it, it's legit. He pulls this hand out. All right, now I'm trying to defend. Now I can start working. Oh look, he lifted my arm up. I'm now weak, he's got his arm set. It looks like maybe a single wing choke. So close. I should arm barred my left arm with his leg somehow.
I didn't even notice.
But the bottom line, you guys see how once he immobilizes the left arm, it's a different fight. Don't skip that. How many of you skipped that at least once? How many of you thought, I just want to make the choke, I want to choke. All right, I get it. We gotta be careful of that, okay? All right. Thank you, sir. Okay, sure. So, looking around, everybody's blue, right? All right. Start, escape, grab, clear, right? If need be, switch, hook, armbar. All those things make sense, right? All right. Let's say, for example, that he doesn't have a uniform on and I can't do all of this. Body lock. Okay? Tuck the head. In self-defense, if I'm looking at his head and he headbutts me, bink, and I'm only going to make that mistake once, and I'm going to body lock. Now, he's going to try to do all kinds of stuff to make his escape. What I'm looking for is an opportunity to make the armbar or the choke. If I want the rear naked choke, should I just go for it or should I confuse him with the armbar? All right, so again, he's trying to break body lock, and in slow motion, just start working, right? And I'm looking for that. See how he just gave me that arm? This is what I want. He's like, holy crap, I don't want him to armbar me. He maybe feels that coming, he pulls his arm back in, right? Now I dig. You see how I got one under and one over, right? He starts trying to defend against that. Now I got two. I grab gable grip, and I start, go ahead, hold on tight, right? I don't have him. You guys can see, he's got, tuck your chin, tuck your chin. He's defending pretty good. Now watch. I lift, and I dig this one, right? I still don't have him. But look, I got chin lock, that's not bad. Now watch. I sit back.
Ooh.
Now I got him. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So remember that here, he's in a better position. But once I rock him back, keep your chin on your chest. You guys see how that opens everything up for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, give that one a try. No, don't touch the uniform. Body lock, one arm over body lock. Lift the head, get under for rear naked choke. Go.